Hello and welcome back to United Brothers. By the title you could probably tell that I'm reviewing the Runcam 2 HD. I chose this camera to review because it's 1080p 60 frames a second, and it also does 720 120 frames a second, and that's great for slow-mo. I thought it'd be really cool with like flybys and stuff. It'd be amazing. Let's see what it has on the side here. It has Wi-Fi, so you can control it from your phone, and you can also put a 4-cell battery on this guy, so it'd be great for those mini quads. With all that said, let's look what's in the box. So the first thing out of the box is, of course, the camera itself. This camera here, of course, has 2 buttons. Easy to read LEDs in there. There's like 3 different colored LEDs for different functions, and you have your Wi-Fi button and a little multicolored light there for your Wi-Fi to know what's going on. So you have little vent holes here, because these things do run really hot, running those frames per second. And you have this lens hood and 120 degrees of view there on that lens. You also have an external battery, which you can pull out. You can buy more, which is excellent. When I had my Mobius, it didn't have external batteries, and it would constantly die, and I'd have to charge it. And yeah. So next, we have these little cool straps. So you Runcam on them, just to strap down the camera. You get 2 of those, and you also get Velcro. 4 pieces of that. My other one is on the camera here. You also get a servo lead to RCA for FPV, or to hook up to your TV for playback. And you also get a little cord here, TV out and power cable. So you have here a micro USB to plug into your camera, and then these 2 here to plug into maybe this cable here to go on your TV or your FPV setup. And then here is your charging cable, micro USB to USB, just to charge off really anything, car charger, computer, so on. Here you have a mount. Put your camera in there, maybe put your Velcro on back so you don't have to put it on your camera itself if you use it for other things. You also have an extra hood there and a tripod mount, and then also a tether. I'm not sure exactly what the tether's for, so if anyone knows, please let me know. And now let's check out one of the key features, the Wi-Fi. Alright guys, so first let's put in the battery. So here you have a little hatch. It covers your battery and SD card, which is great, so your battery and SD card doesn't eject itself. You just put the battery in, prongs up, and you can see here, like that. Now the battery's in, and you have this little tab to take it out. And your SD card here, I have a 64 gig SanDisk, so that goes in face up, like so, and it just clicks like in, right there. And you're ready to go. Alright guys, so for the Wi-Fi, it is very easy to set up, very easy to use. So the first thing you want to do is, of course, turn on your camera, holding down the button for 3 seconds. And blue light's on, it is ready to go. Now, you need to just press your Wi-Fi button once, until the blue light comes on, and the sound goes. There it goes. Now it is sending out that Wi-Fi signal. And now we go to the phone, so gotta search for that Wi-Fi, and it should come up as Runcam. There it is. So Runcam 2 followed by numbers and letters. So now go back to the home screen here, and there is a Runcam app. It is free, so you don't have to worry about that. Once that starts up, you hit the middle button here, which will connect to the Wi-Fi on the camera. It should show an image. There it is. So now this is live footage from the camera. My camera's flipped to be upside down on my quad. So there's a few features on this app. Of course, there's a record button, and you press the camera key there, and it goes to camera mode, and the light is green, saying that it is on camera mode. And then you can go to playback and stream from the camera. So that's a picture I took earlier of my ceiling. Looks very nice, doesn't it? Let's go back and back to the camera here. There we are. Let's have it flip so it's easier to see. There we go. and of course click it back to the camera. Take video. Okay. Now, over here we have a few settings you can do. This is time-lapse settings, so every time you take a picture here, every 60 seconds, 30 seconds, and then time-lapse length. It can be pretty handy if you want to do that. And then here is your white balance, video resolution, and slow motion. So we have 1080p 60 frames a second, if you can see that here, guys. And we have 1920 by 1440, 30 frames a second. That's going to be really good. You have 30 frames a second on 1080p, then 720 on 120. And then it just goes down to 640 to 240 for that slow motion shots, which will be really cool. Okay, the next button, sets. Okay, the next thing you have here is your parameter settings. Let's flip it sideways. So you have power, supply, frequency, timestamp to date or time and date. Could be handy if you really want to know what time that's been taken or something. Wi-Fi settings for your password and Wi-Fi name. And then you can format your SD card and version. And when you do get this Runcam, guys, I recommend that you do the firmware update. It fixes a few issues that it does have, and it'll be good for it. Okay, now let's go to the live video that you can do with your FPV setups and transmitters that goes through the micro USB port here. Alright, so what you need to do for the live video out is you need to plug this into the back of your camera. One of the facts that I should mention is this has low latency, down to 40 milliseconds, so that'd be great for FPV flyers and like mini quad racing. Be really good. So next you want to connect your video, which is the yellow and black, to your RCA cable here, and make sure it's matched up right. So this way, like that. And you need your cord from your TV, so plug that into there like that, and it is ready to go. All you need to do is turn on the camera, and let's go to the TV. Alright guys, so here we are at the TV. All you really need to do is, we hooked up all of our cables together, and just need to turn on the camera, and it should immediately do live video through the TV here. There it is. That's what the camera sees. There's my quad, there's my second quad, computer. So this camera has low latency, which means there's 40 milliseconds of latency. So if I can get it in here, let's see. Kind of see the latency there with my finger moving. Another feature of this is that it has menus. So what you do here is you just hold the Wi-Fi button down to switch modes. That's camera mode. So into the next mode we go through the menus. So here's the menus. It's your power button to go down and Wi-Fi button to select. So you have wide angle, movie size, digital IS, looping, image flip, which I have on at the moment. G sensor is to auto flip if you really need that. Power saving have off, exposure, and system. So to go back, if you are done with your settings and everything, all you have to do is hold down your Wi-Fi button and it'll go back to your live video. Alright guys, so I did a bit of testing outside, and what I'm doing here is highest quality to lowest quality. So the first one I have here is 1920 by 1440, 30 frames a second, and the white balance is on auto. It does look very well, but of course you get those black bars on the side of the screen unless you zoom it in. It does look really nice, but you won't be able to do any slow-mo, it's just for looks really. The next one I have here is 1920 by 1080p, 60 frames a second. And the white balance is on cloudy. I was just testing out because it is pretty cloudy out today. As you can see, it made it pretty orange, so I would usually just keep it on auto. The third one I have here is
just 720p here at 120 frames a second, and the white balance is on auto. It does look pretty nice. It'd be good for those slow motion views. And then the final one here we have is 640 by 360, 240 frames a second, and the white balance is on auto. This is probably mainly for those slow motion shots, not very good for high quality. But so guys, this has been my Runcam review. So if you guys enjoyed, please hit that like button and subscribe for future videos. Thanks for watching. I'm Damon, and see you guys next time.
Awesome game. Next game I have here, this one I played quite a bit of because I had it on PS3 first, and then I got it for PS4 as well because I just thought, why not? This is Need for Speed Rivals. This one came out in 2013. I had a lot of fun on this game. The only thing that sucks about this game is that being a racer is one of the most impossible things, due to the fact that the police have every advantage. Being the police officer is a lot more fun, especially because you don't have constant cop cars trying to ram into you and chase you for going, 32 miles an hour instead of 30. But anyway, that was still a really fun game. I enjoyed that like crazy. Next game I have here was probably one of my first really favorite first-person shooters on the PS4. This is Wolfenstein: The New Order.